Okay, so I kind of just revolved the code around the idea of cooking, and I do have a passion for cooking. So the heading I put was recipe disaster, and then the question that I asked was enter how many cups of sugar you need to put in, and then the button was just called submit. And then for the function, I just wanted at least 4 to 5 cups of sugar. So anything that wasn't 4 to 5, it will say this recipe will taste like complete garbage. So if the user does input 4 or 5 cups into the value, then it will say that's a good amount. So let's try it out. So then if we hit 2, it will say this recipe will taste like a complete garbage. But if we hit 4, then it'll say that's a good amount, or 5, and that's a good amount. But if we press 6, then it'll say this recipe will taste like a complete garbage. So on to the next code. So for this one, it was basically really simple. The heading was still recipe disaster, and then I asked, is 5 cups of sugar enough for this unknown recipe? And I just wanted to change whatever this statement said to this statement by one click of a button with let's check. So let's see that. And then I just press let's check, and then it just changed to indeed it is. For the last one that I did, I basically just did the switch in case code. So for the heading, I asked which ingredients are needed for brownies, and for this, I just wanted to validate the input with a bunch of like ingredients. So I had a bunch of cases which were ingredients that were needed for brownies. So anything other than whatever these cases were, it would say I don't think this recipe needs this. And for the default value, I set it to fish. So yeah, and then let's check it, and so the default was just fish, so I'm just going to press check ingredient, and then it'll say I don't think this recipe needs this. Now I'm just going to type in a case which our recipe does need it. So yeah, it says recipe needs this, and then whereas we would type in, let's say, like apples, this recipe doesn't need it. So yeah, that's basically it.